Japanese brands don't usually revisit their historic designs. They never go back in the past. Or if they do, they rarely do it, except with certain niches. However, it looks like in the case of this magnificent Honda E, Honda has decided to look back in the 70s. Now, the Honda Civic, we all know, came out in the 1970s, the very first one. And it earned a very nice reputation for being spacious in the interior, very reliable, and also very economic to run. And this is exactly what this Honda E aspires to do, except this Honda E does not run on your regular fossil fuel. It's electric. How cool is that? The Honda E starts at a price of 35,000 euros. Ooh, very unique starting price for a B segment car, you all may be thinking. However, this is no ordinary B segment car. This car is electric, as you all know by now. It seems to me though, that majority of the value lies in the fact that this car is electric. It lies in the electric motor, the electric technology. Then the other part of the value probably lies in the material and the technology aboard. Complex engineering, you guys. This is not your regular B segment car like the Volkswagen Polo or the Nissan Micra. This car is one of the most interesting cars in the automotive industry, trending at the moment. Now, for a price of 35,000 euros, is this good value for money or is it a little too much? We are going to determine this in a moment. Let's get down with this review right now. First thing first, we're going to start with the exterior design of this Honda E. I have to say it looks very nice. I actually really like the design. First starting with the front, I have to say I like how this whole thing has a dark tone to it. It's all black. Makes it look like this car has a face mask or something. No guys, this is not a V8 engine hiding under, and this is not supposed to be this, big thing I've seen on tuned cars for V8 engines or dragsters or drag racers. This is supposed to be the charging part of the car. So when you charge your car, this opens, and I'll show you right now how it opens. You have to push this button, and there you go. I really like those wheels. Those wheels look very nice, guys. They really do suit this car, actually. And I actually like how it has a two-tone theme to it. So here it's black, and then here you have the silver trim. It's very nice. Now here is where the first generation Honda Civic really shines in this car. And I'm going to show you right now in the design. It's right here. So you see this line here? This line. Just follow this line, and it goes all the way until the front, until the bonnet area. This line was also present on the first generation Honda Civic, guys. Like the moment I saw the photo of the Honda Civic, the first generation, I almost froze on my seat because, I mean, wow, it's such a connection right there. You have the rear that is designed like this as well. Similar story to the front. And you've got the rear parking camera. The front also has a parking camera, which is like that, exposed. Separate lights, how nice. I like it. Doesn't look bad at all. And I also have to respect how they gave it a two-tone thing. So here it's black, and then here it's the body color, which you can choose in the configuration. Of course, Honda E. And also it's worth mentioning that the roof has a different color. It's got the black color to the top and the body color right here, down. It's optional, I assume. I think you can also have the roof and body color if you choose. Gone are the days when you have rear mirror, guys. It's all cameras nowadays. Oh, and this is a micro indicator. Wow. Okay, I must confess, this has to be the tiniest indicator I've ever seen on a car, guys. This is the camera for the interior driver to see. Honda has put up with door handles that integrate with the design. It's smooth, guys. I love this. So the door handles are no longer conspicuous. They are integrated into the design. I like that. So you have it hidden in there for the front doors. And for the rear door, you have it here. That's amazing, guys. So from this angle where I'm standing, I at first glance would mistake this car for a coupe. Speaking of doors, this has to be the first time I've ever seen frameless windows for a B-segment car, guys. This is absolutely stunning. So gone are the days when there's a big frame here. It's all frameless. Now, I think this is to save costs. I'm not sure. But whether it's to save costs or not, it's very nice. It goes very well with this car. It's just like an Audi A5, Audi A7. So whilst I was exploring the exterior of the Honda E, I noticed some pronounced flaws already. For instance, why is this camera exposed? Like, wouldn't it be better to hide it somewhere? Like maybe here, or maybe underneath here, or maybe underneath somewhere here, you know? Similar story to the front, guys. They've put the camera right here. And then for some reason, they put the button of the recharge cap right here. Like, they put it right here. That is not a very... Like, in my opinion, I don't feel very comfortable seeing that button right there. Like, usually it's better when it's hidden. Or do it from the interior, you know? Control it from the interior. Because, you know, to have it right there, it's just... Like, yeah, it's, you know, too much... It's too conspicuous. I'm not very comfortable with that. This is the front window of the Honda E. Yet, you get this huge black part which has no purpose whatsoever. Like all the way until here, this is the window. You can see through. From the exterior, when you look at it, it's just this... I mean, it looks very nice. It can pair well as a trim, but in my opinion, it's just a little too much. Like, my limit would be here something, you know, like something like here. Not too much, not there, like here would be better. But it's okay, it's not a big deal. I mean, I think it's still as good as it has to be. Now, Honda has opted to have smooth door handles that integrate with the car design. Like one here and one here. They're not conspicuous. I respect that, guys. I really like what Honda has done. However, they've kind of made it unclear as to how the door is supposed to be open. Like, when I first saw this Honda E, I had trouble opening this door. So I thought I had to do this, or I just had to push it and it opens automatically. Or I just, you know, I later found out I had to do this. But then I don't know how am I supposed to open it. Like, do I do this? Because whenever I do this, it springs back automatically inside. So I think I have to do it with my thumb like this. And then my fingers underneath. And then gently pull it. That's, I think, how we open the front door. Similar story for the rear door. Like, I did not know. I always thought it was... Because you see, you have this little thing right here. So I thought it's for the thumb. And then I thought it's like this. But it doesn't make sense to open it like this, you know? I think the best way of opening this rear door is like this. Like that. So, you have your finger, your thumb goes here, and your four other fingers go here. Like that. Now, this is actually very clever. I like how they've designed it. But this can cause problems for children. Like when children have to get in the car, oh boy. Mama, open the door for me. Let's get down to talking about the interior of this Honda E. I'd like to point out how this Honda E has a very 70s vibe inside this interior. And also a recurring theme I'm noticing in this interior is how everything is extremely linear. It's just straight lines everywhere, guys. Literally. And I think I love that. It's very nice. It's very good. Very good. Well done, Honda, for that. Well done. Like... Okay, you know what? Why don't you guys just come inside the interior with me and let's talk about this. So, interior, guys. Already, I have to point out, I like how this seatbelt is bronze color. I'm assuming they actually wanted to make it the same color as the wood trim inside the interior. This wood trim is somewhat nice. I actually like it. It pairs very well with this interior. I like how everything is linear, and so is the wooden trim. Look, linear. Oh yes, guys, interior. Here's the media controls, and I'm assuming further controls are on the screen when the car is in action, when it's on. Here is the climate control, and then here you have the gear control. So this is the gear transmission, and then here you have the handbrake. Oh, and you also have the driving mode down there. Very nice. Now, guys, this is the first time I've ever seen a car with this many power outputs all concentrated in one spot. This is so cute and hilarious and cool at the same time. I mean, look at it. There's even a 230 volt socket. Wow. Here are all the window buttons, the controls. Door lock, and, well, mirror controls, but in this case it's the camera. Look, it's supposed to be right here. Now, this steering wheel looks a little too busy. I mean, look at it, guys. It's very nice, but it's a bit too busy. And it's a 2-branch steering wheel, so pretty nice. Look. Not bad at all. Don't you just love that start-stop button? It looks like something on your computer. This is the screen of the Honda E. How amazing. It looks fabulous. I like it. It's very nice. Even the passenger will have some fun in using the screen. It looks like a study desk, guys. I mean, look at this. This is supposed to be your wooden table, and this is supposed to be your computer. You won't be able to play video games. Although, you might try, because there is an HDMI cable down there for some reason. So whilst exploring the interior, I noticed some reoccurring flaws, and that is the fact that in this interior, it's very nice, it's very aesthetically appealing, but for some reason there is, and also it's very spacious. Just look at it. There's a big gap between the passenger seat and the driver's seat. But the biggest issue I've noticed is that the practicality solutions in the interior is very poor. Like, it's just look at this, for example. For some reason, this has to be a very tiny door pocket, and I don't think a big water bottle or something will fit there. And here you can only fit a folder or something small, like a ticket. And then here, this is a door handle which doubles as a door pocket. Very nice, but for a car of this price, it's just... It's a bit questionable, but I can respect what was the philosophy behind the design. For some reason, this has to be the tiniest and most questionable storage I've ever seen. Just look at this. This is for your telephone, but I'm sitting straight. I'm right here, and my arm will have a lot of trouble reaching it, so I have to bend over only just to reach that. That's not very convenient in my opinion, but I can respect the philosophy again. Like, I can understand that maybe, well, they expect the driver to be using Bluetooth. Well, you're to be using Bluetooth. You're not really supposed to use your phone a lot while driving. So I can understand that whilst you're not using your phone, you can just put it in this pocket and focus on your driving. If you need to call someone, use the Bluetooth. But yeah, like, you know, to have it all the way there and no smart feature, like, why not employ a wireless recharge? I just don't understand why not. Like, you know, to have a wireless recharge here somewhere or here, but no, they have the phone handle all the way there, hiding. Oh, do you guys see this beautiful strap here? Do you guys see this? I'm gonna pull it right now and I'm gonna show you all what's lurking under. Of course, all this just for a cup holder. That's very nice. Not bad at all. It's very creative. I like that. All this for a cup holder. But then on the other hand, what's the point of that when you have these? Is it just me, or does every car brand put their hood latch right here? I mean, it's okay. It's very thin, so it's not easy to accidentally open it. So, moving to the rear of this Honda E, I like how short this side door is. It's pretty average for a B segment car, and also it's frameless window again. So about the rear seat, It's very nice, but just leg room is a bit uncomfortable for me. Like, I have to fold my knee like this. So, it's a bit questionable, but it's not that big of a deal. It should be fine, especially for short journeys. The seat is very comfortable. Just look at this. So comfortable. I like it. The seat is not bad. I like it. It's very comfortable. Just the only thing that's uncomfortable is my knee and the leg. I have enough headroom in the rear seat, so I'm sitting my back straight and yeah, see? I have enough headroom, so I'm good. I'm happy about this. There's a curtain airbag though, very useful. That's safety, additional safety. However, there's no handle, and that's, I think, pretty normal for a B-segment car, so that's why I will not complain about that. Do you see those mysterious dots here? That's actually supposed to be the lights. Look at it. And the way to on those lights is through a button here. That's actually pretty nice. Now, I don't know if this is normal for a B-segment car, but there's no door bin for some reason. There's only a nice cup holder here. And there's a little door pocket here, which can double as a door handle. And you get the window button, which is standard, normal. Rear seat pockets, everyone. And down there you get some sockets, USB charging ports. How nice. And here they are. Here they are. Ah, don't you just love the view of the interior from here? Now, believe it or not, to me, this looks like a concept car, but a concept car brought to reality. I think this is like one of the best things Honda has ever done. Another problem I've noticed about the rear is that these seats fold down, but they are not split. It's not split at all, guys. But when I saw this, I instantly assumed that something was hiding underneath, like extra storage or something. I thought this would fold up for extra storage underneath, but as it turns out, it's just a bench. It's just a simple bench, and that's it. And I've just realized that this is not a 5-seater car at all. This is a 4-seater. Look, 1 seat, 2 seats, and in the middle there's no extra seat belt. So it means there's no chance a third person is ever going to enter this rear seat. Well, I guess it's for the better, because otherwise he'll be tortured. I mean, look at how narrow this rear seat is. I mean, look at how narrow the middle seat is. So this is the boot of the Honda E. This has to be one of the tiniest boot for a B-segment car. So here is my conclusion about this Honda E. I have to say that for a price of 35K, it's a bit questionable value for money. I cannot say it's the best, but I cannot say it's the worst. It's as good as it has to be for the B-segment car, but then... Okay, let's start with the positive note. The positive note about the Honda E is that it's electric. The aesthetics on the exterior and the interior is very, very nice. I like the design. The design of the exterior looks like a 70s Honda Civic. Looks like a 70s Honda Civic. Very nice. Nice to say hello to the heritage. Well done, Honda. I like that. And the interior really does remind me of the 70s a bit, like how everything is just linear and simple, but it's very, very stylish and it's very, very good. I actually think I like it just like the 70s. Okay, jokes aside, guys. The disadvantage I see with this Honda E is that practicality in the interior throughout was very, very questionable. It didn't have the best of practicality, and also some aspects about the design, some parts were just very questionable. Some things didn't really make that much sense to me. And then also, I'd say on the rear seat, the rear seat was average for a B-segment car. That's all I can say. Not the best, not the worst. But the biggest problem was in the boot. That boot was a bit below average for a B-segment car, but it's not that big of a problem, and I can understand for the case of the Honda E, the electric motor is hiding underneath the boot, which eats into boot space. And that's a bit of a problem. And that leads me to another questionable point, and that is this Honda E is rear-wheel drive. I personally find that a bit questionable because, you see, in the winter, there can be traction issues. You will be vulnerable to slipping. That can be another issue. Otherwise, the advantage of the rear-wheel drive transmission, as I've stated earlier, is that it improves efficiency and also it improves driving pleasure. Consumption of electricity is more efficient since this is a rear-wheel drive, so that's a plus, I guess. This improves the turning radius, so doing a U-turn in the heart of the city can be easier than you think. Now, you want my opinion of this Honda E? I love the Honda E. I really like it, guys. You know, despite the practicality issues in the interior, I personally think the design is very groundbreaking. It's something like no other car on the road. It's something unique, and this has to be the very first time I have ever seen this come from Honda. It's amazing. It does have an HDMI cable, and that wooden trim does look like a desk, so computer gamers, this is the car for you, I believe.